guys, in today's video I thought I would talk to you about my Christmas planning. I know it's something that a lot of us do just to get organised. I'm going to show you lists that I've made, what I make lists for, what I don't make lists for, and just go through a few bits and pieces. I'm going to talk about presents, I'm going to talk about food as well. So I hope you enjoy this video. And I'm really looking forward to going through the Christmas stuff. This is something that excites me a lot, and I'm really looking forward to it. So let's start. Okay, so firstly I'm going to talk about presents. So I like to do things probably a little bit differently to most people, and I am on a budget. And actually this year my budget is a lot less than it has been in previous years. So what I do is I start saving up money in January. Now that my children are older and I don't necessarily know what they want, or they want expensive items, I used to buy those things when I used to see them when they were little, but now it doesn't really work well like that anymore. So I save up money from January and I keep it going. When I start seeing things that I know that they would really like, I will pick them up. Usually this starts around June, July time. Particularly when I see things in a sale, or if Amazon's got some money off of items. So I look for things that I know they'll like, or things they've mentioned. I put them in my Amazon basket and I keep an eye on them until money goes off. It's a great way to save money. Like, why pay more for something than you actually have to? I've got 4 children. This is expensive. We've got quite a large family as it is. So I prefer to try and get everything the kids, I say everything they want, they don't get everything they want, but everything I'm getting for the kids I like to have done by the end of November, latest. I try to do it sort of October, early November, but it doesn't always work like that, particularly now they're getting older. And like I said, with the budget being smaller this year, I have had to spread it out a little bit more. So I get the kids done by November, and then I concentrate on the adults in the family. So that month's money goes, and obviously everything I've saved as well for those goes on to the family members, because nobody in my family lets me know what they want until like Christmas Eve. So it makes it really, really difficult. So I'm always nagging the family, what would they like, etc, etc. So that gets really hard. So I try to do that by mid-December. I do not do shopping in crowds. Those of you who know me personally or have heard about my story, I do suffer with various medical conditions and disability. I do struggle with these things. I do not do crowds of people, and I used to love Christmas shopping years and years ago, before these issues that I've got became really, really bad. I used to go Christmas shopping in December, and I used to like the vibe and the buzz, but now the thought of it just fills me with dread. So I completely avoid it like the plague. I like to be done by mid-December, and then December's money and everything I saved then goes on food. So excuse me, I've had a really horrible cold recently, I'm just getting over. So I spread my money out obviously through the whole year, as I've explained, and I like to try and keep everything sort of set into different months, just so it makes it a little bit easier. I am going to do a video on what I bought this year for the kids. I'm going to share that with you, and a wrap with me, so keep an eye out for that. So I don't have a set budget for presents. I've never really done it like that. I've just tried to keep to a rough maximum, but again, everything's changed. So 2 of my children are over 18, and I can't carry on buying for them like I did when they were younger, for the rest of their lives, and then their partners and their children. That's just ludicrous. So I've decided once they're 18, that budget goes right down to about a third or even a quarter of what it was before. I find this really hard because I still have children under 18, and I feel really, really mean them getting more than the older ones. But then you have to realise that obviously everybody, it will be fair. If they're all 18 when it stops, it's fair for everybody. And that was the only way I could think of to do it, and to obviously sort of lower the budget down and just make things a little bit easier on me, but still create a wonderful Christmas. So like I said, I'm going to show you some of the bits I've got. I haven't finished everything yet, but I'm actually nearly there, and I'm about to start wrapping. I like to wrap presents usually from October, and I'm slacking this year, but mostly because all my stuff was in the loft and I can't get in my loft, and this is the first year that I haven't had you know, like my dad being able to go up in the loft for me, etc. So I've got to find someone else to do that. So I've kind of waited on that, and that's put me behind a little bit, but I have been quite unwell, so it's not really the end of the world. And like I said, my budget is less, I'm buying less for the older children, so actually I don't have as much to wrap anyway, but I'm going to start on that. Also, I'm going to show you my food lists and explain what I do for that as well. So what I do with the presents that I buy, I actually don't write a physical list, not on paper. I take pictures usually on my phone and I put them into an album in my phone so I can go through and see what I've got. I do usually write in my notes section on my phone what I've bought and how much it costs. This helps me keep an eye on what I'm spending, and try and make sure that I'm spending the same amount on each child, roughly at least. Usually try and get it down to a few pounds of each other, just to make it fair. That's not always possible, you can't always do that, but that's what I like to do. It just saves me handwriting another list. Also means the kids won't come across it, because I don't want them to know what they're having, even though they're older. I prefer that they don't know what they're having. So this is my pretty pad of paper that my mum bought for me, which I absolutely love, which I like to write my things in. So I've started off with Christmas snacks and drinks, and I like to be quite organised with these. I start buying food, the non-perishables, probably I'd say late October, early November. I like to start buying these things. So what I've planned out for, as you can see, is orange juice, apple juice, like the Schlur. The kids absolutely love this, and if you put it in a wine glass, it actually looks like you're drinking wine. Now, I don't drink alcohol. This is actually quite nice for me to have in a glass as well. Strongbow dark fruits, Copperberg mixed fruits, and yes, I know I spelt that wrong. I have swapped P's for B's for some reason. Lemonade, Coke, Pepsi Max. Now, I have written the quantities that I want to get, or I have bought already. Some of these I already have. I have the Schlur and I have the alcohol. I've got one of the lemonades and I've got the Pepsi Max. I like to, like I said, spread this out. I don't buy these all in one go. Things like this, I will just buy 2 or 3, 4 or 5 extra pieces in my weekly shopping, just to add it all up so I don't notice the difference in the price of my shopping. This works really well for me on the budget, because then what is left to get for the rest of the food for Christmas Day ends up costing so much money, on top of obviously the shopping for the days around that, because I always forget to buy my Christmas food for the day after Boxing Day and the day after that. You know, I just seem to forget that we actually need to eat, and then obviously the leftovers are usually gone by then. So anyway, these are the drinks that I have started buying and I want to get, and these are the snacks. So there'll be various flavours of crisps. I've already bought these. If you've seen my I think it was Sainsbury's mini shopping haul with my last Morrison's shop, I bought pigs in blankets flavour crisps and some, oh, what are those nice ones called? Can't remember, but some nice crisps anyway. I've got cheese balls, I've got the cheese savouries, I've got a tub of roses already. I just need to get chocolates and biscuits. So actually that is almost all done, and we're only coming up to midway through November now. So the only problem I have is storing it all, actually. That is my problem. But money wise, this really, really helps. And then Christmas dinner. So we have dinner as a late lunch usually. that's just the way we like to do it. I think a lot of people do that actually. Obviously we have roast potatoes, parsnips, sprouts, carrots, tender stem broccoli. I just prefer this broccoli and I think it looks nicer on the plate. It is a lot more expensive and you get less, but we all like that. Yorkshire puddings, I do a piece of gammon which I will cook the day before. So I'm going to cook the gammon the day before. It just gives me one less thing to do on Christmas Day. I do struggle getting all of this done, and I will need quite a lot of help to do this as well. So gammon gets done the day before. Turkey, my mum is cooking and bringing that with her. I also have limited oven space as well, so we're just trying to make things as easy as possible. Pigs and blankets, obviously it's Christmas, we've got to have pigs and blankets. Stuffing wrapped in bacon, and then I'll do some plain stuffing as well for those who don't want it wrapped in bacon. Sausage meat and stuffing, it's just, I don't know if it's the same as what everybody else does or not, but we just do sausage meat, stuffing, spring onions, sometimes green beans, mix it all up, throw it in the oven and bake it. Obviously gravy. So for Christmas dinner, the day before, so the evening, Christmas Eve, we prepare all the vegetables. So we will do the potatoes, parsnips, carrots and sprouts. I won't do the broccoli. So everything gets prepped, it gets put in cold water and covered overnight, and then on Christmas Day we rinse it all off, fresh water, and cook it. This does save a lot of time on Christmas Day because obviously I want to be with my family, but it also, to be able to get through the whole day when you've got a chronic illness, it's very, very difficult to get all these things done and still be awake and enjoy the day. So the most prep I can get done, it just makes it so much easier for me. Also on Christmas Eve we make jam tarts. It's something I've done with the kids since they were really little, which we absolutely love. So that is Christmas dinner. And then for the evening tea, we'll just have any leftovers that anybody wants, they can have. Cheese and crackers. We're going to get a Yule log, which will be gluten-free and dairy-free. We will get some other pudding items, but I don't really know yet what to get. None of us eat Christmas pudding, so that's not on the list. We'll just find some nice bits and pieces, but nobody ever wants to eat in the evenings, which is why I'm not going mad. But I'll add some nice bits to that anyway. So that is what works for me. This is how I do my Christmas planning. It's the way I've been doing it for many years. It works for me. I enjoy it. I hope I've given you some good tips just to make life a little bit easier for you. Let me know what you do, how you do your planning, and obviously if you do manage to sort of like take any tips from me that you really like, please let me know because I'd really love to hear it. Thank you for watching my video, and I will hopefully see you for a what I bought kids for Christmas video, and I might even do a wrap with me as well. Let me know if you'd like to see that, and I might get on making that. So I'll see you soon. Bye.